ya?
Bir varmış, bir yokmuş.
One was and wasn't.
Once upon a time in a land far away from here, before lines were drawn across the globe and claims made to every nook and cranny, in the beautiful city of Bukhara, there lived a wise fool by the name of Nasrudin Hoja.
Or Mullah Nasrudin.
Okay, whatever. Nasrudin lived in a tiny village. The villagers lived in tiny houses that were barely large enough to hold their heart.
Nasrudin was his name. That's the important part.
Nasrudin, he wore a raggedy coat full of patches upon patches. A raggedy coat, patch upon patch with the colors mismatched. Raggedy coat, patch upon patch, raggedy coat with the colors mismatched. Nasrudin, 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 he wore a raggedy coat, patch upon patch, raggedy coat with the colors mismatched. Nasrudin, Nasrudin, he wore a big baggy pants, big baggy pants, big baggy pants. Who was telling me good dance? Nasrudin, 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 he wore a huge gray turban on his head, a huge gray turban on his head. Nasrudin, 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 he was a very wise man. Yeah!
Why is the moon more important than the sun?
Nasrudin surprised everyone at the Chaihane one afternoon.
Why is the moon more important than the sun?
He asked the dumbfounded crowd, but no one had an answer.
Because you need the light more at night than during the day.
Nasrudin's donkey was almost as famous as he, with his long, long ears and his really big, spacious eyes, his soft, furry little face, and his very overactive tail. Hey!
Ew!
Nasrudin liked to live simply and help people when he could.
I like to live simply and help people when I can. Don't you?
Nasrudin's wife once caught him with his arm wrapped around his neck, trying to catch a bite.
Like this?
What are you doing?
What does it look like? I'm taking a bite of food.
Like that? Why not just take a bite directly?
Anyone can take a bite directly, but how many people can take a bite like this?
Not many. And so it was that when Nasrudin's wife asked him, "Honey,
Huh?
would you go around the corner to the spice bazaar in Samarkand and get me some saffron for tonight's pilav dinner?"
Samarqand?
The capital, Samarkand, yes.
Okay.
And so Nasrudin jumped on his donkey and he settled off on a magnificent adventure that took him across 7 seas and 7 rivers and 7 mountain ranges.
Come, donkey, we have a long road ahead of us.
From the Aral Sea to the Caspian Sea and all over the Caucasus.
Let's go!
Down the Anatolian Plateau and the Syrian desert.
I must rest, donkey.
As he rested, Nasrudin had an amazing dream. In his dream, he saw a figure far in the distance. The figure whirled to, old man? Was this once your home?
Yes, O whirling dervish, but no more. My wife and I have long lived in Bukhara, although I did grow up here in Konya. My task at hand, this day I stand, is to obtain saffron from Samarqand.
Samarkand?
Yes, the capital, Samarqand.
Ah! That road over there will take you directly.
Then I will go this way.
But why?
Anyone can go directly.
You must be related to that Nasrudin Hoja. And so Nasrudin headed down to Damascus, with its bustling souks and its breathtaking mosques.
Ah, go directly and miss all this.
On his way, Nasrudin heard a great commotion. It was coming from a caravanserai, which is a hostel for travelers.
A frisky goat had gotten loose inside the kitchen, kicking and prancing. She was breaking all the dishes, knocking over pots and pans, and spilling the cooking oil.
I was kicking all the dishes like a frisky goat. Kicking pots and pans right out of the pot. I was clamoring my food all over the sink. When the cook got his face dirty.
This just in, the cook was screaming, and the travelers were slipping in the oil as they were trying to catch the goat.
Because he loved goats so much, Nasrudin always carried a sweet apple in his pocket. He lined up the pieces of apple on the floor so that as the goat nibbled on them and it reached the very last piece, Nasrudin could reach down and catch her.
Ah, got you, goat.
Everyone celebrated!
Sorry to say no, kind caravanserai owner, but I cannot. The task at hand, this night I stand, is to obtain saffron from Samarkand.
Samarkand?
Yes, the capital, Samarkand.
Ah! If you take that road, it will take you directly.
Well then, I will go this way.
But why?
Anyone can go directly.
The wise Nasrudin settled off on his road. Down the dusty road he went.
The road was dark, and the night was long. But Nasrudin was determined. He went on without stopping. Huh?
You should be ashamed of yourself. That donkey looks exhausted.
Oh my god! That's so
thank you.
Yeah.
Tum, 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 tum. Brr, brr, brr. Tum, 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 tum. Ay, Ustad! Ustad Hasan! Tum, 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 tum. Brr. Ay, Ustad Hasan!
Usta Hasan is not here.
Tum, 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 tum. Excuse me.
Yes.
My donkey is broken.
Ah, okay. Park it out front. We get to it in an hour. Inshallah.
Tum, 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 tum. Brr, brr, brr. Tum, 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 tum. Brr, brr, brr. Tum, 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 tum. Tum, 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 tum.
Oh, this does not look good.
All right, what do we got here? Why don't we tow that incident, Hanu?
Alrighty.
Take it easy here. Looks like a lot of work today. All right, let's back that in real slowly now. Stop. Back up a little bit. Stop on second thought. Okay, stop right there. All right. Just let that down. Let's see what's going on here. Let's pump this puppy up. All right. Want to pop the hood there? All right. Wow, that's an ancient alternator if I've ever seen one. Centuries old. I'm gonna check the rear axle. Okay. Okay, we're good to go. I got a, well, actually, put the, thank you. Got a boogie boarding event on the sand dunes.
Can we let the donkey down?
Oh, sorry. Attaboy.
Alright.
I'll take care of this work order for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
Please pick up your donkey from repair. Nasrudin, your donkey is ready for pickup. Your donkey is ready for pickup.
Hello, donkey. Oh, donkey.
Okay, so we gave him a complimentary donkey wash, and we weren't sure if you wanted the leather waxed or not. But so here is a sticker, good for the next checkup, and that will be that will be 500 dinars.
I'm a stranger in this town.
Okay then. 500 baklava.
Well, I have no baklava, but here's something sweet.
An apple?
Uh-huh.
We're told to be nice to strangers. Okay then. Why don't you join me for some chai? Would you like it light, medium, or dark?
Sorry to say no, kind donkey mechanic, but I cannot. The task at hand, this day I stand, is to obtain saffron from Samarkand.
Samarkand?
Yes, the capital, Samarkand.
Ah! If you go that direction, it will take you there directly.
Then I will go this way.
But why?
Anyone can go directly.
that famous Nasrudin Hoja. In the blink of an eye, Nasrudin disappeared around the corner and headed straight to...
Are those the gates of Samarqand I see in the distance?
Indeed, he had reached the capital. Nasrudin was ecstatic to find the saffron souk in Samarkand. Saffron A, saffron B, saffron A, saffron J. Come on, saffron, saffron, saffron. The best saffron right here. Saffron, saffron.
Only the best for Mrs. Nasrudin.
Of course, this is a fresh harvest.
I'll take it off.
Oh, that's very extravagant. Here you go. Nasrudin Hoja, won't you be our guest tonight at the Emir's home?
Nasrudin was so hungry and tired that he accepted the invitation and immediately joined the guests. So hungry and tired that he didn't realize that no one was facing him.
And when the servants brought food into the room, they served all of the guests but him.
Before long, Nasrudin was sitting alone with nothing left to eat.
He tried to start a conversation.
Hello, friend. How do you do, friend? Hello, friend. I'm a stranger in this town.
He shouted clear across the room.
Hello, friend. I'm a stranger in this town. How about you?
But nobody listened, and nobody responded. Then Nasrudin took a look at his surroundings.
Look how clean and well-groomed everyone is, wearing exquisite fashions.
Then Nasrudin took a look at himself. Ha! Dirty coats, oily, stinky, and smelling a goat.
Piff, I stink.
Nasrudin quietly exited the banquet.
I have a brilliant idea.
He jumped on his donkey, and he headed straight to the hammam. At the hammam, Nasrudin was washed, and he was scrubbed, and he was washed some more, and scrubbed some more, and finally he was adjusted. All right.
Goldarum madas hamon, son goldarum madas hamon. Goldarum madas hamon, son goldarum madas hamon. Goldarum madas hamon, son goldarum.
He put on his finest coat.
How fine I look.
He jumped on his donkey after putting on his turban and headed back to the banquet. At the banquet, everyone smiled and nodded at Nasrudin as he swaggered along.
A servant ushered Nasrudin into the banquet hall, where the emir received him in utter joy.
Oh, Nasrudin Hoja! How fine you look today!
Shukran, tashakkur. You are too kind.
Oh. So, Nasrudin was served many delicious foods. He was served many meats and many sweets, and everyone smiled and nodded at Nasrudin.
I am the most popular man at the banquet.
Yes, he was served kebabs and baklavas. But instead of putting them into his mouth, Nasrudin put them into his coat.
Eat, coat, eat.
Nasrudin was served roasted eggplant and stuffed grape leaves and
Eat, coat. Eat.
Finally, Nasrudin was served an entire jug of wine, which he poured into his coat.
Gross.
Nicely satisfied.
But why did you do that, Nasrudin? The guest asked with amazement.
Well, surely you wanted my coat to eat. When I first arrived in my raggedy clothes, there was no food for me. But when I returned in this nice coat, there was every kind of food for me. This shows that it wasn't me, but my coat that you invited to the banquet.
The guest nodded with astonishment.
He who wears heaven in his heart is always well dressed.
Such wisdom.
Remember this, my friend. If you want to look deeply, look at the man and not the coat. You can always change the coat, but you cannot change the man.
And so we have come to the end of our story, and we have told it the way it's been told
Throughout
throughout
history.
history.